Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of organizing your music for DJing. So for me, I use iTunes a lot for my DJing. Obviously, not like purely out of iTunes. I transfer my music to Rekordbox, so for my CDJs, or if I use Tractor, it syncs up with iTunes. So it's really nice for me to have it all organized in iTunes first. So if I ever use Rekordbox, then I flip over and I can know which songs to drag. So it helps me a lot to distinguish, and I'm very picky with my genres. As you can see, this is just EDM. Um, I have pop as well, which doesn't have a lot of differences. Um, but yeah, so like I have house, I have tech house. This is South African house, progressive house. A lot of my progressive house is an electro house. That's a long story. This was back when I didn't really organize my music in like 2009, 2010. And back then I only had electro house and dubstep. And then I kind of slowly, I think, started doing fidget house. And I don't know if that was like in 2013 or whatever. But now I'm really good at it. We're deep house, new disco. G house is kind of into both. But either way, these are the genres that work for me. You can come up with your own genres because that's just how EDM is. There's so many genres that it's really, yeah. So whatever makes it easy for you to remember and distinguish, and you don't want lists that are like 500 plus, unless you really do have like that many dubstep songs or whatever. Like I mean, I have a ton of trap. I used to play a ton of trap. Now I rarely do, but yeah, I have 522, and I separate trap from twerk. Um, and that's also different than my top 40, which is all like, the rap that's these days. I have a lot of clean because of the area I was playing in. They didn't like explicit music as much. So it's better just have clean and still play rap than explicit and turn people away. Anyways, so yeah. That's honestly the importance of it, because if you're, let's say for example, you're playing deep house and I mix on the fly a lot, so it's like if I'm playing deep house, I want to know if I'm building energy, do I want to start working my way up towards tech house, and if so, I need to either start playing more heavier deep house songs or start moving to new disco, which has a lot of my G house stuff too, like Sher MJ and Colombo kind of stuff. A lot of that's in here. And then I kind of start working more into house and then go into tech house or tech house to house, just kind of reading the crowd. And I also have like some transition songs where I've made edits or other people have made edits where it goes from different BPMs, and that helps me transition, but that's still in its own. I think I also have them in the like trap or electro or whatever, to just because, so it's a duplicate, but it just helps me find everything. And so with everything separated like this, I can find my music super easily when I'm DJing on the fly. And what's also nice about this is I can say, oh, I downloaded this was the last song I downloaded that was house, and it's in chronological order just because of how iTunes works. So this is like the earliest song I had separated into this playlist, and this is the latest. So it's like, oh, I remember downloading a bootleg beat control, but the song I'm looking for was a little bit before, and it's like really, you just kind of remember, oh, okay, I think it's this one. For me, I remember kind of that way a lot easier. And yeah, I mean, it helps you learn your music quicker, and it helps you really prepare effectively. So if you ask the DJ like tomorrow and you haven't downloaded music in a while, you're still able to do it because you know your music really well because you have it all organized effectively. So I think that's the most important part of DJing, is organizing your music so you can find it super easily, and there's literally no stress when you think, oh, I want this song, rather than having to search it, which you can if you know the song. But for me, I have a hard time remembering like the titles of songs. I remember the length of the song and kind of what it looks like. It's weird. I don't know how I do it, but I'm really good on the fly, so it works for me. So, yeah.